winning is a state of mind. Winning is the essence of living. Winning is what happens when your desire to succeed is greater than your fear of failure. It's who you really are. And that brings me to my first point. In order to train your mind, the steps you gotta take to train your mind is first you gotta know who you are. You have to know who you are. So let's just say it together real quick. I have to know who I am. 1, 2, 3. I have to know who I am. All right, let's say it with a little bit more conviction this time. I have to know who I am. I like it. A beautiful quote that I got from Carl Jung. I don't really know who he is, but he said some beautiful things. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. And this other quote I got from Sup says, the two greatest days in people's lives is the day that they're born and the day that they find out why. Mark Twain, I'm sorry. But how many of you guys seen the movie Superman Returns? Y'all seen it? All right. For the people that haven't seen it, all right, I'm gonna talk about a specific scene in the movie that really speaks to me and it really talks about knowing who you are. Lois Lane, everybody understands who Lois Lane is, right? Superman so Superman leaves on Superman Returns, so nobody's messing with Superman anymore. Everybody's like, we don't like you anymore, you left the city, you're in kryptonite, we're not friends with you, so nobody's talking to him. Lois Lane has a fiance at the time and they have a son. So Lois Lane is with her son on Lex Luthor's ship. I don't know how she got there. She's a reporter. She's trying to be seen. I don't get it. But she's on Lex Luthor's ship. Lex Luthor finds her, of course, and puts her in the basement. And then when he puts her in the basement, she's there with her son. So I'm like, you're on the ship, but then you're there with your son. I don't get it. But he locks both of them in the basement, downstairs in the basement of the yacht. The yacht is beautiful. Lex Luthor is a billionaire. He's the villain and stuff. So this is the part of the movie where the evil person tells his whole plan. I don't get that either. But he tells his whole plan and then he leaves. He leaves Lois Lane and her son downstairs in the basement of the ship. So there's a henchman down there and the son is sitting at the piano downstairs in the office of the ship. The mom is sitting at his desk and she notices a fax machine and she's like, oh, I can ask for help. So she starts typing, help me on the fax machine. And the henchman sees it, but she doesn't see that the henchman sees her typing it. So the henchman sneaks up and smacks her to the ground. It was crazy. It was horrible. And then the son is at the piano watching his mom get smacked by this henchman. Now let's look at the henchman for a second. The henchman is a Russian, I believe he was Russian, I'm sorry. They look big and scared. He's like macho and he's like 7 feet tall and he's smacking her. And his mom is, Lois Lane is very, petite and stuff. And then out of nowhere, while he's smacking her, he sees a rock sculpture. So he grabs the rock sculpture, and I guess to, end the situation. It's pretty crazy. And then out of nowhere, when he's about to hit her with the rock, a piano comes out of nowhere and crushes him and kills him. 2 henchmen hear it from upstairs, they come downstairs, they're confused. They're like, what happened to the piano? So they grab the mom, they grab the son, and they go upstairs and they throw the son and the mom in the kitchen of the boat. So it's like, all right, a piano just killed the henchman. So is it smart to put these 2 people, somebody threw the piano. Come on now, somebody threw the piano. And come to find out, the kid was thinking that Richard was his dad the whole time, Lois Lane's son. And all came to find out, Superman was the kid's dad the whole time. So the mom is banging on the kitchen door. She's like, help, somebody please, help, somebody come help me, please. I don't know why they're on a boat. So many things is confusing. Who's gonna help you on a boat? Nobody can hear you. But she stops, she gets confused, and she turns around, she looks at her son, and she's like, can you open the door? But she realizes it was her son that pushed the piano. And her son is still confused. He has no idea what happened. He's like, no. He said no. The son is Superman's son with all the power and the strength to just blow and the door open. But because he doesn't know who he is, he stayed trapped in the kitchen. So many of us trap ourselves in kitchens daily, on the daily. We trap ourselves in kitchens because we don't know who we are. You have to know who you are. Let's say it together. I have to know who I am. Let's say it again.
I have to know who I am.
If you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're capable of. Let's talk for a second. I feel like I got your attention. So he stood there with more power than you could ever imagine, but because he didn't know who he was or what he was capable of, even after experiencing a fraction of the potential that he has, he stayed in that kitchen. So you have to understand that knowing who you are is the first step, and you have to make it important to dig deep within yourself and know that you're a born winner. And your current state, your current present, like right now, your current state is winning. So let's go to this next point. The next thing that you have to do is change your perspective. And I purposely said yo. So let's say it together. Let's say the yo too, the Y-O. Change your perspective. Tell the person next to you, change your perspective.
Change your perspective.
Change your perspective. Albert Einstein has a quote. It says, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that it is created. So you have to change that perspective when it comes to changing a problem. It requires elevated thinking. In order to win in your mind, you have to change the lens at which you see your challenges. You have to change how you see the challenge. The first month, I started doing my open mics. I wasn't always doing All My Friends. All My Friends started in December, and me and my girl started that. But before All My Friends, I was hosting an event called Northside in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Oh, you heard about it? You heard about it? Wow, I just learned it. That's dope. So, Northside was in Lawrenceville, and Northside was going on for a year, and it was my chance to, invest in a little music, you know what I'm saying? Have artists come out. I used to give little nuggets of motivational speeches in the middle and stuff like that, and then we, focus on community. But the first time that I tried to start the event, I had to reschedule it. It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. My barber gave me the shop. He said, you can use my shop to do the events. I'm like, dope. And he gave me the shop, and I had to reschedule it because I didn't have a mic, I didn't have chairs, I didn't have speakers, and I had no music equipment. So I was like, because I don't have these things, I can't do the event. The next month comes by, my broke self still ain't got nothing. And I rescheduled. I put a flyer out, guys. I put a flyer out the first time, and then put out the reschedule on the next flyer. Then I rescheduled it again to the third time. The third time I was so frustrated, I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm tired. I'm gonna do it. No mic, no speakers. You know what I'm saying? Whoever shows up, and that it is what it is. I did the event. People showed up. Some dude brought his guitar. Some dude came through with his piano. Some dude came through with his little tumbo. You know what I'm saying? And there was like 5 people in the audience, and I had no mics. And we had the event. And it was the most amazing experience of my life, because it showed me this is what I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life. And it happened. All 3 months I was in the same position, because third month I was still broke. The only thing that changed in those 3 months was my perspective. How I seen the situation. I stopped focusing on what I didn't have, and I started focusing on what I did have, which was friends, a space, and the dream. The dream, the most important part. You have the dream. That's why I said at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, when I do something, I like to put some effort behind it. I wasn't trying to brag on myself saying that I like to, everything that I do, I put my mind to when I do it, but I'm saying just a little bit of effort that you put behind something, it turns into something. 90% of success is just showing up. Just showing up, 90% of success. It's crazy. So let's move on to this third point, because I had a lot. This is the last point. The last way to train your mind is to always trust the process. Always trust the process. Let's say it together. Always trust the process. So the first point, let's go back. Let me just make sure everybody's on the same wave. The first point is to know who you are. The second point is to change your perspective. And the third point is to always trust the process. You can win if other people believe in you, but you will never win if you never believe in you. All right? So we got to trust the process. So once upon a time, there was a man who found a butterfly that was starting to hatch from its cocoon. He sat and watched the butterfly for hours as it forced itself through a tiny hole. Then it suddenly stopped making progress, and it looked like it was stuck. So the man decided to, he wanted to help the little buddy out. He took a pair of scissors and cut off the remaining bit of the cocoon. The butterfly then emerged easily, although it had a swollen body and small shriveled wings. You know what I'm saying? The butterfly made it out. The man thought nothing of it, that the butterfly was kind of big, and the wings were kind of shriveling and stuff like that. The man didn't think anything of it, and he sat there waiting on the butterfly to, like get up and take off. But the butterfly never got up and took off. The butterfly never got up and took off. He was trying to help the butterfly out. He was like, hey, I see you. Oh, you trying to be on your way? Man, I got you. I got some scissors in the car. Right? Cuts the thing. The butterfly gets down, has the wings. He's kind of big, but he can't get up and fly. And the butterfly actually never flew. The butterfly ended up never flying. The butterfly spent the rest of his life unable to fly, crawling on the ground with small wings. Having his wings. He had wings, but couldn't fly. That's the most depressing. Listen, if you're a butterfly and you have wings and can't fly, that's really depressing. Because I'm watching everybody else with the same thing that I got, flying and stuff like that, and I'm here, and I don't know why. So let's keep going. Despite the man's kind heart, he didn't understand that the restricting cocoon and the struggle needed by the butterfly to get itself through the small hole was God's way of forcing fluid from the body of the butterfly into its wings to prepare itself for flying, so that it can free itself. So cutting, he tried to help the butterfly by cutting it off, but he prematurely cut the cocoon and stopped his progress. You have to trust the process. See, it was a strong fight. It is a strong fight. And the fight is on purpose because that fight is what gives the butterfly its wing power, the willpower to fly. Without the fight, if it wasn't fighting in the cocoon, it would have no wing power. Literally, so you tell them, you can't even be a caterpillar and chill in the cocoon. Everybody over there thinking, I think it's chilling, waiting for, you know what I'm saying, February 29th. No, you gotta fight. You gotta fight because that fight is what's gonna give you your wing power to fly. You have to trust the process. And you gotta go through the process on your own too. Because people are gonna be seeing you doing something and they're gonna wanna help you. They're gonna wanna help you. But everything they do to help you is probably not gonna help you. Everything you think that they have to help you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you're thinking that you have a business and I need this person to invest in me and I need $10,000 from this person and this person gives me that $10,000. But what if that $10,000 comes with, I want you to change the name to, and you're gonna have to, like you can't always trust the scissor man. And the caterpillar was probably happy too. He was like, oh, he came through with the scissors. Boy, I'm about to be out this joint. And he was never able to fly for the rest of the week, for the rest of his life, I'm sorry. So you have to trust the process. It seemed as if the caterpillar gave up, but it was just building momentum. All right, let's talk. Your momentum stage is incredibly fragile. Your momentum stage is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly fragile. The cocoon, so much happens in the cocoon, like the transformation that is happening on the inside. So much is happening on there, but it's held up by just a little thing that you could easily cut off. He probably didn't even need scissors. He probably could have just wiped it off, but it's so fragile. That time, your time right now, investing your time in your dream, getting your mindset here, see, it starts here. It has to start here because this is the work that manifests on the outside. So, I say that to say my next quote is Mandy Hale. She says, what we are waiting for is not as important as what happens to us while we are waiting. You have to be in the now. You have to be in the now. You have to look around now. You have to see what I got. You have to see where I am, who I am. You have to understand all of these things in order to succeed. You can't just act without, doing the work before. I can't just, I'm a pianist and I contract and I play in different places. If I don't practice for a set or something, at this point I've come to a place where, I can kind of like finagle my way into it and try to do some things, but I'm not going to be at 100% because I didn't put in the work before. But the work before isn't necessary. It wasn't even necessarily like me just practicing the songs, but even me touching the keyboard, getting familiar with what's going on because it's inside of me. You see what I'm saying? You can't necessarily do from not being, if that makes sense. You can only act from who you are. You only act who you are. If you are a man that practice, if you are a woman that practice at whatever you're doing, it's gonna come out. It's gonna be the fruits of your labor, and they call that glory. Like a tree is when you see a tree and the apples that come out, you're watching a tree in its glory because the apples is out. You could see the glory and the manifestation of what that tree is. Without the apples, you don't know that it's an apple tree. You gotta wait and figure out. And it can only be that apple tree because it is an apple tree and it produces that. You see what I'm saying? So if these things are in your mind, these are the things that you're going to produce. You can do amazing things. It's not that you're not capable or physically capable, but it's here because it's inside of you and you have the ability to do it. So I want to say these things to close. I just want to say those three things are what you need to succeed. Always aim for the highest. Les Brown, my favorite motivational speaker, says the problem with most people is not that they aim high and miss, but that they aim low and hit. And most people never aim at all. We have to aim. We have to aim. And this is the aim right here. When you fix here, this is what we're aiming at, and aim for the top. So this is how you train your mind to win. And I'm finished.